Emotional attachment. Margarita Solis, New Mexico State University. This presentation was prepared for FCS 210, taught by Professor Villancourt. Parents' attachment to infant. Synchrony. Synchrony is the formation of bond after the baby's birth that is essential in developing a mutual interlocking pattern of attachment behaviors. For the adult, synchrony is the critical ingredient in forming a bond with the baby. The formation of the bond depends more on developing the synchrony rather than the initial contact after birth. The attachment bond. It is crucial to a child's development. It affects how a child develops mentally, physically, intellectually, emotionally, and socially. The attachment bond forms by interacting with primary caregiver, usually the parents. It is the nonverbal emotional communication between child and parent. Attachment theory. This theory is the strongest theoretical influence in the study of infant-parent relationship. This is the work of psychologist John Bowlby and American Mary Ainsworth. It is the tendency to bond emotionally that is innate in every human nature. Attachment means affectional bond in which a person's sense of security is bound up in the relationship. This theory states that infant-parent relationship is responsible for the formation of future relationships, the ability or lack of ability to focus, to be aware of our feelings, and to calm ourselves. It also gives us the capacity to rebound from setbacks. Infants' attachment to parents. Infants' attachment to parents consists of 3 phases. The first one is the non-focus orienting and signaling. Bowlby suggested that this phase is when the baby uses a set of innate behavior patterns that orient the baby toward others and signal her needs. They bring people closer. These behaviors include crying, cuddling, making eye contact, and responding to caregiving efforts by being soothed. The second phase focuses on one or more figures. In other words, the baby smiles more at the people who regularly take care of her and may not smile readily at a stranger. The child still favors a number of people with her proximity promoting behaviors and favors the people that are around her. The third phase is the secure based behavior. Here, the 6-month-old changes her attachment behavior and is now able to move about the world more freely by creeping and crawling. She can also move toward the parents as well as enticing the parents to come to her. A child of this age also uses the most important person as a safe base from which to explore the world around her. Attachment behaviors. At about 6 to 8 months, a child has already developed a clear attachment. Related behaviors appear. The first one is stranger anxiety. The baby will cling to the mother when a stranger is present. The second is separation anxiety. This is evident when infants cry or protest being separated from the mother. And the third is social referencing. Infants use cues from the facial expressions of their attachment figures to help them figure out what to do in certain situations, such as when a stranger comes to visit. The infant uses mother's or father's facial expression when a stranger is present to determine acceptance. Attachment quality. First, we have secure attachment. Secure attachment is a crucial ingredient for this stage. First, we have the emotional availability. Here, the primary caregiver is willing to form attachment and is not emotionally stressed. The emotional availability on the part of the primary caregiver is willing to form an attachment with the infant. The caregiver invests emotion into the parent-infant relationship. Such parents may be able to meet the baby's physical needs and emotionally needs as well. The caregiver communicates through emotions, is able to forgive easily, and is joyful. Another key ingredient in secure attachment is contingent responsiveness. Parents are sensitive and respond to child's cues. For instance, they smile when the baby smiles. They talk to the baby when he vocalizes. The baby gets picked up when he cries, and so forth and so on. Infants of parents who display contingent responsiveness are more likely to be securely attached by age 12 months. Attachment quality. Secure attachment enables the child to feel safe. The child is able to develop strong relationships, have self-confidence, deal with stress. Also, secure attachment enables the child to balance emotions, to experience comfort and security. The child is able to make sense of life and is able to create positive memories and expectations of relationships. Attachment quality. A low level of parental responsiveness seems to be key in any type of attachment. Now we have the insecure attachment types. First, we have the insecure avoidant. This is when the mother rejects or withdraws from the infant regularly. The baby is more likely to show an avoidant pattern of attachment. Next, we have the insecure ambivalent. The primary caregiver is unreliably available to the child. Next, we have the insecure or disorganized attachment type. This pattern seems especially likely when the child has been abused and is in a family in which either parent has some unresolved trauma in his or her own childhood. For example, abuse or a parent's early death. Causes of insecure attachment. First, we have physical neglect, which is poor nutrition, no exercise, or no medical attention. Another cause is emotional neglect or emotional abuse. There is little attention given to the child and her feelings, and there is verbal abuse as well. Also, another cause is separation from the primary caregiver due to illness, divorce, adoption, death, or foster care. The child is changed from one home to another. We also have physical or sexual abuse, where there has been rape or physical harm done to the child. Inconsistency in primary caregiver is also another cause of insecure attachment. In other words, there are various nannies or the staff at daycares changes regularly. Also, frequent moves, continuous change of environments, and traumatic experiences, either through accidents or an illness. Moreover, maternal depression. No maternal role due to isolation. The mother is depressed or saddened by a situation. Another cause is the mother is an addict. The mother shows little responsiveness due to the substances she is in. Also, young mothers who lack parenting skills may be a cause of insecure attachment. Long-term consequences of attachment quality. Children who are securely attached to their caregiver in infancy will later display positive behavior with friends and family. They are also more outgoing children. They are less dependent and they are less aggressive. Furthermore, adolescents who were securely attached as infants are socially skilled. They have more intimate friendships, possess leadership skills, and they have higher self-esteem and higher grades. Long-term consequences of attachment quality. Adolescents with insecure attachments are less positive in their attitude and behavior and have less caring friendships. They are also more likely to become sexually active earlier. They practice riskier sex as well and are more aggressive and angry. Quality of attachment in adults will anticipate sociability through early, middle, and late adulthood. It also predicts sexual dysfunction in males in the adult years. And it will determine the sensitivity to the needs of others. Tips for creating a secure attachment. Have eye contact with the child. Get down to their level. Look at the child in an affectionate, caring, and loving way. Moreover, facial expressions are also important. Have a calm expression. It conveys security and transmits peace to the child. And the tone of voice. Use a tone that expresses understanding and concern for whatever the child is going through. Touch. Use touch to comfort the child. A simple pat in the back, a hug, a pat on the head will help the child form secure attachment. Body language. Use a relaxed, open posture and lean toward the child. And an overall demeanor, movement, speech, attitude, facial expressions should all be calm to reassure the child. Conclusion. The attachment bond is the first and most important of all relationships. It is created from interactions with primary caregiver. And this is normally the parents. This bond will help determine the capacity to attach in all future relationships.
Every one of us has got a story to tell, a novel of faded, jaded glories to sell. Standing at the podium, we auction off the past, pass it on to the innocent, rid of ourselves at last. So the little one in the back can't quite count to 10, but he'll somehow get the knack. Puzzles from another time, wrapped just so, silver and gold ball, shiny to the eye, he cannot bear the light. can't bear the cold, so we promised them an inside a little warmer than the outside, the gift of love.